Hello, my name's Irving Avalos. A few days ago, I shared my story about my eyesight on my Facebook, and a lot of you guys were moved by it emotionally. And thank you for the messages and for checking up on me. I'm doing well. I already know what's wrong with me, so there's nothing new. Uh, so I'll share a little bit about my eyesight story. So when I was 12, I was diagnosed with astigmatism and bad eyesight. At the moment, I thought it was normal due to puberty and hormones, my body growing and changing. Um, Up till high school, that's when I started noticing my eyesight changing very rapidly, uh, to the point where I had to get a new prescription, new lenses every 6 months. Um, I can't recall the times that I was sitting on that chair and the ophthalmologist tells me that the phoropter, the apparatus they use to check your eyesight, that it's maxed out on the lenses. Uh, at one point, another doctor had to pull out a new set of lenses that he never used before to use on me. He was excited. He felt like a kick in the gut for me. Um, I've been wearing glasses all my life. The the last pair of glasses that I had are these bad boys right here. As you can see, they are pretty thick. As you can, on the corners, there it really comes out. Last year in January, I visited my local doctor, Dr. Frank Prukop, and I was diagnosed with keratoconus. So, keratoconus, it's the bulging of your cornea. So there's a thin layer on your eyeball. That's the cornea, and when it loses its shape, that means it's become weaker. So instead of being round, it almost takes a cone-like shape. So I drew a little sketch right here. So this is a normal cornea, and this is one with keratoconus. I believe I'm right in the middle, or maybe closer to the keratoconus now. So this affects your vision in the manner of there are a lot of more light goes through your eyeballs. So I'm sensitive to light. When I go outside, I have to wear sunglasses pretty much at all times. At night, you cannot see very well. Uh, so this is, I'll do another thing right here. So this is how you're supposed to see one letter. This is how I see one letter. So it's the same image a bunch of times on the nearby. That's what causes the blur effect. And it is pretty annoying. It's almost sad. You cannot see anything. Well, I cannot see anything. Pretty much everything's blurry. I don't do anything when I have my contacts off. I'll explain about my contacts in a minute. The consequences for the long term, you could really lose the shape of your cornea to the point where there's no going back and everything's blurry. But the least or the last thing, I'm sorry, that you want to have done is a cornea transplant. Cornea transplant, they're really risky, expensive, and your body doesn't always take the cornea. So it could reject it, and it also takes 6 months to a year to heal. And that's one eye at a time. You cannot do both at the same time. So I want to prevent that before it goes to any point of that. So when I visited Dr. Prukop, I was told that I could use contacts, but not regular contacts. I have to use RGPs. RGPs are rigid glass permeable lenses. They're not regular contact lenses. They are really small. This is what I used to take them off with. As you can see, the diameter is about 7 to 6 millimeters. They're hard, so they do not bend. That's why I can just pull them out. I can use the same pair over and over. I just have to clean them, make sure there's no bacteria in them and such. They are really hard to keep up with. If they moved, I have to find a mirror and put them back in place. They have moved before when I'm driving, and that's really scary. Sports, pretty much any fast movement with my eyelid can cause it to pop out. I've lost two contacts in a year and a half, so it could happen. Um, but this is just a remedy. The contact lenses that I wear, they do help me, but I'm still not a 2020. I mean, I don't want to be a 2020, but if I can't, yes. I've never seen 2020, so that would be really cool. So I do wear contacts now, and they do help me, but without them, I can't do anything. I've lost one contact, missed class for a week because that's how long they take to be made. You couldn't, I couldn't do anything pretty much. Stayed home, can't drive. So yeah, it affects my school a lot. Schoolwork becomes hard. Well, now it's easy because I can read and such. But before, if I didn't sit first row or close to the board, I couldn't take notes. I would just sit there and listen and try to catch what I could. So there is a fix for this. Dr. Brian Boxer Wackler, I think, out of California, Beverly Hills to be exact. He created a method or a procedure in 2003, and it's called the Holcomb C3R cross-linking. And this is pretty much adding vitamins and a mixture of collagen to the cornea, where it stops from losing its shape and it could be reshaped a little bit back to normal. But this procedure is very expensive. He's one or the best to do it. There's only a few that does this procedure. I believe one eye costs around $4,000, and I have to do two of mine. One out of 500 people suffer from keratoconus. Not as severe or severe. For my case, it's pretty severe. So the cost of getting this is a lot. I am still a college student. My plan was to finish college, find an engineering job, pay my loans, and then fix my eyesight. But at the rate that my eyesight is deteriorating, I am afraid I will go not blind, but it could deteriorate quicker, and that really scares me. I don't want that to happen. I mean, no one wants a blind engineer working on a structure for any kind of home or building, so that really scares me. That's pretty much it. So share with your friends, see if they can donate a little bit of money. I didn't want to do this, but I put my pride aside. I can't afford it, not now that I'm in college. So if you donate anything, thank you. I really appreciate it, and thank you.